What are the odds that you know the intimate secrets of your favorite stars? What will the average man reveal when he unbuttons his shirt? What are the odds that you kiss and tell more than the average girl, LeVon? If you know the answers to any of these questions, the odds are you can win up to $10,000 in cash and merchandise playing the Wizard of Odds. And now here's the wily wizard himself, Alex Trebek.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh.
Now a game of high stakes, where every decision is a gamble, and every move can be your last. High rollers. Now here's the man with the action, Alex Trebek.
Thank you very much. Happy 4th. Nice to have you joining us on High Rollers. Let's get right to it. The dice that our players are going to be using to win prizes that are on this board under these 9 numbers. Cash, merchandise, great vacations. Our matches are best 2 games out of 3. Whoever wins a match plays the big numbers back here for $10,000 in cash. And now, the lady who rolls the dice, Miss Ruta Lee. Oh! What? Ruta, come here, Ruta.
The 4th of July opening.
I was just going to say, I was about to ask you, did you bring the sparklers? And the sparklers came in a little fast. You okay?
The sparklers came in just a little fast today.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you very much.
Be able to go on?
I think so. If I keel over, it'll be in a dead faint because it's a happy birthday to America.
I know they said, you know, do something different for the 4th of July, but you're taking it a little too literally. Let's go over to the table. I was worried about you. Oh. Who have we got here?
We have here a student teacher from Northridge, Pat Corelli, and our champion, a professional football player from Solana Beach, Ray Wershing.
Good to have you both with us. Some performers will do anything for a laugh, won't they? Gosh, I hope you're going to... I'll tell you what we're going to do, because I want you to just, you know, feel all right. We're going to take a break right now, then we're going to start the questioning, okay? See you in 60 seconds. Don't worry about a thing, Ruta. Your hair looks fine, and the double vision will clear up within the half hour. Are you 2 people ready to go? All right, at the moment, our challenger, Pat Corelli, is leading in the match over our champion, Ray Wershing. Here's your first question of the second game. Is it a material known as broadcloth, ticking, or gingham, which is used as a mattress covering?
How about gingham?
Well, it would be very attractive, but it probably wouldn't wear as well as ticking. Ticking is what covers a mattress, and that means you get control to start the game. Pat, an automatic roll. Ruta, roll all 3 of them. Good girl.
How about that for an 8?
An 8. How do you want to play it?
1, 3, 4.
1, 3, and 4 combination for her. Under the 1, the first of 3 prizes, $50 in cash. Under the 3, a digital watch, and under the 4, 1,000 gallons of gasoline. And as you know, if you've watched the program before, whenever we have gasoline or tires, we also have a 1975 automobile. 2 halves up there. You have to find both and win the game in order to get it. Captain Nemo was played by James Mason in a film about a submarine 20,000 leagues under the sea. Who wrote the...
Jules Verne.
Jules Verne wrote the story. Nice going, Pat Corelli.
I want the
Making
ball.
those 9 years of study pay off for her. You're going for the car? Going to try
I'd like
for it?
the roll.
All right, the only bad rolls are 3 and 4. And we roll a 6.
Okay. Take the
I
6.
think she'll probably agree with you and take the 6. So let's see what the prize is under that number. Half a car. There you go, Pat. You're on your way. True or false? If you crossbreed an onion and a guava, you get a grunion.
False.
False. Grunion is a fish. I think we've got Louis DeLuc writing some of our questions again. At the moment, the bad rolls are 3, 4, and 6. You've got a game in hand. What are you going to do? Half a car up there.
I'm going to pass it.
Okay.
Come on, Ruta.
She's passing. And we roll a 9 for our champion. 7 and 2 or the 9?
2 and 7.
2 and 7 combination. Under the 2. Set of tires. Under the 7. Camping gear. Well, we've narrowed it down considerably in terms of finding the other half of that car. You've just eaten a Chateaubriand, endive, or crepe Suzettes. Which one would be the dessert?
Crepe Suzette.
Crepe Suzette is absolutely right. Yes. You get control of the dice.
Okay.
Well, here's your chance to find the other half of the car. 5, 8, and 9. 4 is no good. Sorry about that. The match is all tied up. You've done it, Ray. Congratulations. Nice work. And you've got a couple of prizes coming your way. Here's what you get.
First of all, Ray, you have a set of Delta Durasteel radial tires designed for long mileage and durability with heavy ply construction and deep tread from Delta. You also have that camping gear. It's a camping outfit including a 12x9 cabin tent, an outdoor kitchen that bakes broiled steams and fries, a dual mounted lantern, and 4 sleeping bags. Congratulations from High Rollers.
Going to make it interesting. Going to take it right down to the wire. So before we do that and get into our tiebreaker game, let's have this break. Okay, good luck to you both. Game number 3 coming up. True or false? Pierre Trudeau is the Prime Minister of Canada.
True.
True, that's right. You beat him to it. All right, Pat, you get the first roll of this game. Go ahead, Ruta. 5.
Okay.
3 choices. 5, 1, 4, or 2 and 3.
2 and
2 and 3. Under the 2. Half of South America. Under the 3. $100 in cash. Warren Burger or Earl Warren? Which of these Warrens was appointed to the Supreme Court by Richard Nixon?
Burger.
Warren Burger, yes. Earl Warren was appointed by President Eisenhower.
Hey,
All right.
I'm going to pass it.
He's passing.
Yeah.
There are only 2 rolls
Playing safe.
that will hurt Pat right now, a 2 or a 3. Go, Ruta. That's not one of those rolls. A 9. A lot of choice here. 9, 8, and 1, 4 and 5.
4 and 5.
The 4 and the 5. Under the 4. What do we have there? Oh, look at that. The other half of that holiday in South America. And under the 5, another prize, a portable boat. You can paddle your way. Before he achieved fame as Captain Kangaroo, Bob Keeshan was featured on the Howdy Doody show as what horn-honking character? Buffalo Bob, Clarabelle, or Flubadub?
I think it's Clarabelle.
That's it, yes. Those rolls are good. And the combination, 9 and 1 for 10. You need a biggie, Ray. 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. No, not 11. Sorry, Ray. New champion again, Pat Corelli. Now sit back and enjoy as Kenny tells you about these prizes.
First of all, Patty, $100 in cash. And the boat. This 9-foot folding porter boat can be taken anywhere under your arm, folds to 4 inches flat, holds 650 pounds, virtually unsinkable from K Enterprises, Menlo Park, California. And you won both halves of South America. That means we'll fly you from Los Angeles to Colombia and on to Lima, Peru, where you'll visit the Palace of the Inquisition, fly to Brazil, bathe at the Copacabana Beach, thrill to the excitement of Buenos Aires. A 16-day adventure never to be forgotten. Congratulations from High Rollers.
How's it going, Pat? $2,300 for you. And for Ray Wershing, who leaves us to report to the San Diego's training camp, San Diego Chargers, we've got $600 in cash, a microwave oven, a linen package, and don't let any of the other guys try to steal all that linen from you, some tires and some camping gear. You were a lot of fun, Ray.
Thanks a lot.
Good sport. Nice having you here. Good luck to the Chargers this year. Okay, as Ray leaves us, we get set to play the big numbers with our new champion, Pat. $100 for each number on the board. And if you manage to get all of them off there, then you've got $10,000. It's as simple as that.
I'm still recuperating from South America.
Yeah, that is an exciting
That is
trip.
great.
I hope you get
16
a lot of fun on that one. Insurance markers, anytime Ruta rolls a double. Here we go, Ruta.
Here we go. Let's start with a double, 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 double. Oh.
Start with a 4.
4.
That 4 is coming off. You've got $100. Roll again.
Come on, double.
11. Nice biggie.
8 and 3.
8 and 3. You heard her? $300. Roll again.
Doubles, where are you?
4.
4.
Oh, I
Oops.
can't.
No way of making the 4. 1 and 2 up there.
We didn't
Sorry.
get too far, did
Oh,
we?
that's all right.
Pat, we have
never know.
never had anyone stop after 3 numbers
No.
with the big numbers. So that's a
set a
first
record.
for you. You
First
set a
round.
record. Let's see if you can set some other kind of records,
Okay, I'll
okay?
try.
You've got $2,600, which
And
is
South
pretty good
America,
going,
so that's
and South America. So let us take a break, and we will introduce our next player after this. Our source for many of the questions we use on High Rollers is the 22-volume World Book Encyclopedia, including the research guide and the index volume. And new players on our show always receive a lovely welcoming gift. And here's Kenny to tell you what we have for them today.
A weekend for 2 at the new Marriott Newport Beach Hotel overlooking the Pacific Ocean. Champagne dinners at any of 4 restaurants. Elegance and hospitality. The Newport Beach Marriott. And Sarah Coventry fashion jewelry. A ring and golden tone bib and matching earrings called Mandarin Magic. Inspired by the Oriental influence from Sarah Coventry. We'll be back with more of High Rollers after this message.
All right, we're all set to begin a new match on High Rollers, and that means we've got to introduce a brand new player. Ruta?
Well, Alex, this time we have another teacher joining us. A teacher of a different sort. He's a physical education teacher from Pomona. Everybody, this is Henry Bradford.
Hi, Henry. Welcome. We just had Ray Wershing leave us. He's a professional football player. I have a feeling, looking at you and shaking hands with you, that you might have played some football also, have you?
Yes, some at Cal Poly in Pomona.
Oh, and what do you teach in phys ed? Do you specialize in any one
No,
area?
I teach it all recreation and phys ed at California Youth Authority.
Oh, okay. Good luck to you on the program. Let's see if you can't win some prizes or some cash.
Okay, thank you.
Yes or no, your first question of the match. Yes or no, are you likely to keep monosodium glutamate in the kitchen?
Yes.
First, yes you are. See, flavor enhancer. Henry has got good reflexes. Right on. Go ahead. And we come up with a 6 for you, right in the middle. Henry, how do you want it?
1, 2, 3.
That sounds good. 1, 2, and 3 for our challenger. The first of 3 prizes is some gym equipment. Okay, Henry. Enjoy them if you get to keep them. Under the 2, $50. Under the 3, $150. Is it Dracula, Wolfman Jack, or the mummy who makes his home in Transylvania?
Dracula.
Dracula is absolutely right. Come, Dracula. The bad rolls, Henry, are the 2 and the 3. Are you worried? You're going to take it, or are you going to pass?
I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it.
Go ahead, Ruta. Henry, you're a newcomer. We'd like to extend the hospitality of the show to you, but unfortunately it will have to wait because Pat Corelli has just won the first game. Sorry about that, Henry. It happens every once in a while. The odds sort of catch up with our players, and even though it doesn't seem likely, those little rolls come up and they do you damage. Pat, you're leading. Remember, first player to win 2 games goes on to play the big numbers for $10,000. Henry, if you want to go for the 10,000, you've got to win 2 consecutive games. True or false? In geography, the opposite of longitude. True or
Latitude.
false? True or false?
Quickly.
Give me a
True.
clue. Did she get it in time? She didn't get it in time, and besides, it would have been an incorrect answer because the question read in geography, the opposite of longitude is lassitude, and it's not, it's latitude. Henry, you're going to get another shot now at the first roll of the game.
All right, Henry.
Wipe the slate clean, and we come up with a 5 for you.
I need a 3 and a 2.
3 and a 2. Under the 2, first of all, we have $100. Under the 3, a dishwasher. You didn't want the gym equipment anyway, did you? Is it Tammy Wynette, Barbara Streisand, or Julie Andrews who sings the song People? Give me
Barbara
that.
Streisand.
Yes! Oh, got it in the nick of time. Henry, I don't want to sound repetitious, but the only rolls that will hurt you are the 2 and the 3. Take it as a warning, if you will. He's got guts.
Here we go.
Come on, big one.
7. 6 and a 1 or a 7?
6 and a 1.
1 and 6 combination. Under the 1, half the orange. Vacation in the Pacific for you, in the Far East. If you find the other half under the 6, there it is. Have you been invited to his home or his business office? If he invites you to his menage.
His home.
His home is correct. Yes. 2, 3, 6, and 10 cannot be made. Everything else is good. What are you going to do? Got a game in hand. No prizes on your side of the board.
I'll take it.
She doesn't want a 2, 3, 6, or a 10. Go ahead, Ruta. 7 is good. 7's good, yes. Our champion, Pat Corelli, is getting a prize on her side of the board. Let's find out what it is. Under that number, we have $50 in cash. And that means we've just about reached the point where we need a commercial message. So we're going to pause right now for that word, and then we will return.
Parting contestant today will receive a portable radio from the famous Spiegel catalog with more than 500 pages, new twice a year with over 50,000 quality items, providing value, selection, and economy. Spiegel. Now back to High Rollers and Alex Trebek.
And we have 5 good rolls remaining. 4 numbers are still in play on the board. 4, 5, 8, and 9. The combination of 4 and 8 for 12 is a good roll as well. Who won an Emmy Award for his performance as Sergeant Bilko? Was it Milton?
Phil Silver.
That's it, yes. And that correct answer gives you control of the dice at an important point, Henry. Chance to win a vacation in the Far East and tie the match right now, unless we come up with one of those 5 rolls I mentioned. Is Pat Corelli going to do it? Yes, she is. Look at that. A 9. Well, Pat?
Okay. Oh, 4 and 5.
45 combination for a roll of 9. Under the 4, collection of clocks. Under the 5, some pottery.
Very nice.
True or false? There is a type of flower called a narcissus. Pat.
True.
That's right, yes. Narcissus. What are you going to do? Hang in there, Henry. We need an 8 or a 9 if you're going to stay alive in the match. Go ahead, Ruta. 8 or 9.
8 or 9.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry, Henry. Congratulations to Pat Corelli. She's won the game, the match, and she's picked up these prizes.
This time, Pat, you have $50 in cash and clocks. West Clock's assortment of fashionable wall and table clocks for the home, featuring West Clock's AM/FM clock radio combination, radio snap-fit to digital clock, or operate the separate portable from West Clock's Italian Industries Company. And dinnerware set. You have elegant ironstone dinnerware and accessories for your table. The museum collection's graceful lines and delicate patterns with its authentic reproductions of yesterday from Falscraft Company. Congratulations from High Rollers.
Big numbers for you, and Henry Bracken, I'm sorry. The luck of the roll, not with you today.
Okay,
Nice having you.
Bye-bye,
High
Henry.
Rollers. All right, let's go to the big numbers. Again, $100 for each one our champion knocks off the board. Get 8 numbers, get $800, 9, 10,000. Insurance markers anytime Ruta rolls a double. Start her off with a good one, Ruta.
Okay.
Let's see what we can do in the closing minutes of our show.
For a double. Whoops.
7. How do you want to play it? Let's get the 7 off there immediately. You've got
All right,
$100.
here we go. Come on.
We're flying now. 6.
6.
6. That number comes off. $200.
All right, count. Run numbers. Where are you?
6 again. 5 and 1. 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3.
5 and 1.
5 and 1. Leaving us with 2, 3, 4, 8, and 9. Go again.
Let's go doubles. Where are you?
9 is good. 2, 3, 4, or the 9.
9.
9. Let's get rid of the 9.
Come on, double.
4 is good. That number comes off. Okay, we're left with a 2, a 3, a 5 is good. 8 is good. 10 and 11.
All right, we need
Roll.
a 5 and 6. Come on, double.
7.
Oh, good.
I gave you a whole bunch of good numbers, and you roll a 7. Sorry about that, Pat. $600 for you. You're up to $3,690. Nice going. Added $600 in cash to your prize winnings there. And that is very nice indeed. All right. Let's continue then.
Whew, sorry.
That's okay.
I'm sorry, Alex.
You don't have to apologize to me. All you have to do right now is introduce our next player.
Okay, we have a gentleman joining us who is in advertising and public relations. He is from Los Angeles, and there he comes, and his name is Jim Rowe. Hello, Jim.
Hi, Jim. Welcome. Advertising and public relations.
Yes, sir.
You're probably a very busy man. You have a family?
Yes. No, I have a wife.
You have a wife?
But no children.
No children?
Not there.
See?
You also have no time.
The bell saved you. You don't have to have any kids.
Well,
We're going to pause. I don't know why I said that. We're going to pause for a minute. Don't worry about a thing, Ruta. 5 or 6 stitches will close that up beautifully. That's it. Have a happy 4th, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
Remember,
yes.
on Monday, the magnificent Marble Machine comes to NBC television right after the Hollywood Squares. Have a good weekend.
Happy
So long.
birthday, America.
All contestants receive the home version of the High Rollers game. Members of our studio audience eligible for these door prizes. From Mary Kay Cosmetics for your skincare, fascinating creams, lotions, eye makeup, toiletries, and perfume. His and Her Cosmetics for Mary Kay. Plus, new Gee, your hair smells terrific. A fragrant shampoo and conditioner leaves your hair soft, clean, and manageable. Fresher than meadow wildflowers. And Glamourine products featuring heavy-duty Glamourine rug shampoo. The rug cleaner is the efficient, easy way to clean or brighter rugs than Glamourine. Also, the winners at home, too, with the delicious taste of Alice licorice logs and harmonicas. Available in 4 sensational flavors. Alice candy. Plus, delicious natural cheeses from Denmark. Everyday enjoyment of special occasions. Famous Danish Blue, Havarti, Esrum, and Tybalt. Hotel accommodations are limited to certain months and subject to availability. The cost of the South American trip is based on a tour price and available only certain months.
Take a risk. Take a chance. Take a dare. Play the game of Double Dare. With the host of Double Dare, Alex Trebek.
Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Double Dare. This is a brand new game that has us all very excited. We like it, and we hope you wind up liking it just as much. Very briefly, let me say that Double Dare is a game of knowledge and nerve, and you're going to find out in a few moments exactly what I mean when I say that, right after we introduce our contestants. So let's go over and meet the players, shall we?
Alex, here's challenger number 1, Jana Klutzman.
Hello, Jana.
Hi.
Welcome to the program. You have the honor of being the very first contestant introduced on Double Dare, so please tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay. I'm a part-time medical stenographer and a part-time songwriter-singer, and I'm married to a clown.
Married to a clown? A professional clown or an amateur clown?
Well, actually, he's a law school, but he does clown shows for children's parties.
Okay, I hope you feel very serious about what you're about to undertake on Double Dare.
do.
Good luck to you.
Thank
Let's
you.
say hello to your opponent.
Challenging Jana Klutzman is Barry Sack.
We have just learned a few important facts about your opponent, so perhaps you can clue us in as to your background and your family secrets, if you will.
Okay, I'm a deputy district attorney for Los Angeles County. I'm married. I have 2 small, wonderful children. In my spare time, I collect American Indian art, and I'm a volunteer Big Brother.
Oh, well, you're busy in a lot of areas. Okay, that will help you on Double Dare. Good luck to you. Let me review some of the rules on our show. We present clues to famous people, places, and things for our contestants, and we present those clues one at a time. The clues get easier as we go along. The first player to come up with the correct answer wins $50 and the right to make a dare. So, players, are you ready?
Ready.
Yes.
Good. Then we will show our home audience the correct answer. And I will tell you, contestants, that the first subject is a person. Good luck to you both. Here we go. Clue number 1. He once stood trial for the murder of a native marauder at a jungle camp where he was employed. Next clue. His first Hollywood job was as a corpse in the 1935 Perry Mason film, The Case of the Curious Bride. Clue number 3. Jack Benny said this actor had the unique distinction of being the only man mentioned in both Who's Who and The Kinsey Report. Let's go on. Charged with rape, he said, I was terrified until I saw the girl. She was so ugly, I knew I couldn't have done it. And that was Jana's ringing in, and she has sealed Barry's booth. He cannot see or hear what is going on, so Jana, give us your answer.
Errol Flynn.
You are absolutely right. That means you now have $50 in cash. The game is $500. You can move a little closer to that goal right now because you are in a dare situation. I want you to take a look at the next clue. As a practical joke, director Raoul Walsh stole John Barrymore's corpse and sat it in this man's living room. Now, you can take our dare and show Barry this clue and gamble that he won't be able to come up with the right answer, Errol Flynn. If that's the way it works out, then you receive an additional $100. If he does get the right answer, then he picks up $50 and we have a tie game. Do you want to take the dare and show him the clue?
Yes, I'll dare him.
Fine. Let's bring Barry back in. Barry, Jana came up with the right answer, and she has taken the dare. You will have 5 seconds to look at the clue and come up with an answer. If you're right, you get $50. If you're wrong, she gets $100. Here is the clue. Barry, do you have an answer?
Groucho Marx.
Groucho Marx is incorrect. That's $100 more for Jana. And we close Barry's booth. Good going, Jana. That's where the nerve comes in on Double Dare, and it paid off for you. $150, and now you're in a Double Dare situation. Look at the next clue. Since the title of the film Elizabeth the Queen made no note of his role, he had it changed to Elizabeth and Essex. That's the Double Dare clue. Do you think it would help Barry come up with Errol Flynn? Do you want to take the Double Dare and show it to him, or do you want us to stop and go on to another subject?
Try the double dare.
Okay, if it works for you and he misses again, you receive an additional $200, and you will then have a commanding $350 lead in this game. Let's bring Barry back. Jana has decided to take the Double Dare, and you've got 5 seconds to look at this clue, Barry. Do you have an answer?
Ronald Coleman.
Ronald Coleman is wrong. Errol Flynn's the right answer. Jana picks up the 200. She now has a total of $350. Nice going. All right, we are going to go to another subject, but first we have to take a break for this important commercial word. Stay tuned, won't you?
Tonight at 10.
Let us proceed.
Take a deeper dive into very daring games that didn't make it.
Your partner said athletic supporter.
She won.
Tonight, starting at 10, only on Buzzr.
Welcome back to Double Dare. The game is $500, and at the moment, Jana Klotzman is leading with $350. Her opponent, Barry Sachs, has yet to earn some cash. Perhaps it'll happen as we go to this subject. And first of all, for you people who want to play along with us, don't look at your screens right now, because here is the correct answer. And players, the subject this time is a person. Clue number 1 coming up. He used Lily of the Valley perfume on his breast pocket handkerchief. Second clue. He carried an official deputy sheriff's badge, which he would flash when necessary. That's Jana's buzzer. Tell me the answer.
Wild Bill Hickok.
Wild Bill Hickok is wrong. So we're going to close you off for now, and we will bring Barry back. Jana gave me an incorrect answer, Barry, so that's good news for you, because you get to look at a penalty clue. The next clue will be for your eyes alone, and we'll give you a free guess also. Here it is. He once said, "All I ever did was supply a demand that was pretty popular." What's the answer?
W.C. Fields.
Incorrect, but you do have an advantage in that Jana will never get a look at that clue. Let's bring her back. Well, you're still alive in this subject, Jana, because Barry didn't come up with the right answer. So we continue. You are both eligible once again as we look at this clue together. No American has ever matched his 1927 gross income. Moving along to clue number 5. Ironically, he refused to take a syphilis test because he was afraid of needles. Next clue. One of his headquarters, Cicero, Illinois. This time, it's Barry who buzzes in, sealing Jana's booth. What's the answer?
Al Capone.
Al Capone is right. Yes, $50 for you. Barry, you are now in a dare situation, so let's take a look at the next clue. Rod Steiger, Neville Brand, and Ben Gazzara all played him. You know what happens here? If you decide to take our dare and show Jana this clue and she misses, you win $100. If she gets it, she will have $50. Right now, she has a total of $350. What do you want to do? You think that clue would give it to her?
Probably, but I will take the dare.
Gonna take the dare anyway. All right, let's bring Jana back. Barry gave us the right answer. He has taken the dare. You've got 5 seconds to look at this clue and give me an answer. A right answer will give you $400, Jana.
Al Capone.
You are right. Yes, indeed. Well, you're trailing so badly, Barry, I suppose you felt you had to take the chance, but, you know, things can turn around very quickly on Double Dare. Let's see what happens on this subject. First of all, the correct answer for you folks at home. And I will tell you that you are looking for a person. And here is the first clue. He was once fined $10,000 for smuggling jewelry into the U.S. Next clue. He raised $6 million for symphony orchestras all over America. Third clue. His deliberately effeminate walk prompted Carol Lombard to refer to him as Auntie. Jana thinks she has the right answer. Let's hear it.
Jack Benny.
You are correct. Yes, indeed. Jana, that brings your total to $450. You are just one correct answer away from winning the game. Now, you're in the dare situation, and you could wrap it all up right here if you decide to give the next clue to Barry. Let's look at it, first of all. There was a special 1-cent slot machine for him at the Las Vegas Flamingo Hotel. Now, you can give that to Barry, and if he misses, you've got the game. But
I'll dare him.
You figure your lead is big enough? Let's bring Barry back. She got the right answer. She's taken the dare. Here's the clue for you. Barry, what's the answer?
Jack Benny.
You are right, and that gives you $50 more. You're now at $100. $100 for Barry, $450 still for Jana. She is just one correct answer away from taking the game and then going on to try for $5,000. Right now, though, we're going to try to take a break for some commercial messages. So stay tuned. Welcome back to Double Dare. Jana Klotzman with $450. Our leader right now, a game is $500. Barry, it's not out of reach for you. Let's go on to our next subject, and we'll show you folks the correct answer. And I'll tell you, players, that you're looking for a thing. Here's your first clue. J.P. Morgan had a very big one covered with red and purple spots. Next clue. According to Pascal, it has been said that if Cleopatra's had been shorter, the history of the world would have been different. That was Barry sealing Jana's booth. What's the answer, Barry?
A yacht.
A yacht? That is wrong, and so we close you off, and we'll bring Jana back. Barry buzzed in first, but came up with a wrong answer, Jana. You get a look at the penalty clue, and you'll get a free guess. And if you are right, you win the game. Here it is. Aristotle said its shape revealed one's character. What is the answer?
A nose.
You are right. $500 and the game. You're the new champion. Come on here, Jana. Barry, the right answer was a nose, not a yacht. Sorry about that. You've got $100 in cash, though, and some gifts backstage. Thank you for joining us on Double Dare. I hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye. Congratulations to you. How you feel?
I'm nervous.
You're nervous, all right. And, well, you should be, because you've just won $500. And in a few moments, you're going to get a chance at 10 times that amount, because you're going to get to play a game we call Beat the Spoilers. And we will go to that right after this pause. The very first player we introduced on Double Dare has become our very first champion. This attractive young girl is Jana Klotzman, and she has just won $500. And now, Jana, you have a chance to pick up $5,000 as you get to face the Spoilers. Now, the reason we call them Spoilers is because they win money if they can keep you from winning the $5,000. Now, each of these spoilers is a PhD. Let me introduce them. Spoiler number 1 is Dr. Dawn Noven. Spoiler number 2 is Dr. Ira Greenberg. And spoiler number 3 is Dr. Lee Franz. Those are the spoilers. Let's shut them out now. They can't hear us, and now you can boo them all you want. They're the bad guys. Now, here's how you get to beat the spoilers. On this board here, we have 8 clues to a person, place, or thing. You have to pick 4 of them and give them to the spoilers, hoping they're not going to be able to come up with the right answer. Each time a spoiler gives an incorrect answer, we pay you $100. Now, if you can give all 4 clues, and we have just one spoiler who has not been able to come up with the right answer, then you'll win $5,000. It's as simple as that. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Let's look at the correct answer at the top of the board. Julius Caesar. Pick a clue.
Number 3.
Rex Harrison and Elizabeth Taylor dramatized his Egyptian love affair. Now, I told you that you have to give 4 clues, and there are obviously 8 of them up there, so there are 4 left over. We will give you 4 passes in case you don't like a clue. All right? Tell me whether you want to give this clue or pass.
I'm going to pass this one.
Okay, the audience seems to agree with you. You've used 1 pass. Pick another clue.
2.
He said all Gaul is divided into 3 parts.
No way. Pass.
Fine. A lot of people on the left side of the audience were saying give, and you elected to pass. By the way, I should mention for the benefit of our viewers that the 8 numbers up there are no indication as to whether the clues are easy or hard or good or bad clues. You have now used up 2 passes. Pick another clue for me.
5.
He said, I came, I saw, I conquered. Pass or give?
Pass.
Okay, that's all right. 3 passes used up. You still have to give away 4 clues. There are 5 clues up there. Pick another one. Make it a good one this time.
Number 8.
At 16, he served as a priest in the Temple of Jupiter. Now, people are saying to give that one. You
I'll
agree?
give it.
Fine. All right, let's go to the spoilers. Spoilers, the subject is a person, and here is the clue. At 16, he served as a priest in the Temple of Jupiter. We'll go to spoiler number 1. Dr. Novin, do you have an answer for me?
No answer.
All right, that's $100 for you, Jana. Nice going. Let's go to spoiler number 2. Dr. Greenberg.
Alexander the Great.
Alexander the Great is wrong. You're up to $200. Good. Now we go to Dr. Franz. Spoiler number 3, do you have an answer?
W.C. Fields.
That is incorrect. Okay, $300 for you. Pick another clue.
7.
He cherished his laurel wreath because it hid his baldness. Give it or pass?
I'll give it.
Fine. Spoilers. He cherished his laurel wreath because it hid his baldness. Dr. Novin, you get to answer first.
Julius Caesar.
You're right, Dr. Novin. You have earned your $100. Let's go to Dr. Greenberg. Spoiler number 2. Your answer, please.
Julius Caesar.
You are correct. It's $100 for you. Let's go to... You're still alive. Oh, we have to deal with spoiler number 3. Let's see if we can get it past him. Dr. Franz.
Julius Caesar.
Too good for us in this round. You are all right. Each of you has earned $100, and you wind up with $300 for a total of $800, which is pretty good going. And you're the new champ, so you're going to get to play against the challenger. We're going to start another match right after this word. Our champion, Jana Klotzman, is in the champion's booth. She has $800, and let's go on Double Dare and introduce her opponent.
Challenging Jana Klotzman is Gary James.
Hi, Gary. Hi, how are you? I am well. I hope you are also. We've got a new champion, and it's your job to dethrone her. You're familiar with the rules?
I'm very familiar.
Okay, good. We're going to get right to it then. We're going to go right on to our first subject, and we may not have time to complete this game. So when we run out of time, we will stop there. Here is the correct answer in our very first subject, and we're looking for a person. First clue coming up for you, players. Here it is. Often too shy to ask women out personally, he had members of his staff do it for him. Gary has buzzed in. He has sealed Jana's booth. What's the answer, Gary?
Howard Hughes.
You are right. Got it on the first clue. Nice going. You're in a very good position right now, getting it on the first clue. This is the dare situation. Let's take a look at clue number 2. He subsisted on a diet mainly of fudge and sweets and was suffering from malnutrition at the time of his death. Do you want to take our dare, show Jana that clue, and gamble that she won't know the right answer is Howard Hughes? I'll dare her. Okay, fine. Let's bring Jana back. Jana is busy in there thinking very hard. Gary got the right answer. He has taken the dare. He is going to show you the clue. You have 5 seconds to come up with an answer. Here it is. Jana, the answer.
Howard Hughes.
You are right for $50, and the game is all tied up. Okay? Each of our players now has $50, and we are out of time. Gary, it looks as if that was a tactical error on your part, not the right moment at which to take our dare, but it didn't cost you too much. It's still very early in the game, and anything can happen. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen today because we are out of time. Jana, the big winner in cash, $850 so far, and we hope you, ladies and gentlemen, will be able to join us next time out, right here on Double Dare. We'll look for you. So long, everybody.
Today's consolation prizes are first, a supply of Z-Brick wall covering. Add color, character, and charm to any home with fireproof, inexpensive Z-Brick, America's most popular brick wall covering. And Sarah Coventry Jewelry, the jewelry that can be bought from a friend at the home fashion show. Sarah Coventry Jewelry for just the right accent. And Textan, a zip-top kit and 3-fold wallet. Original designs from Textan, a fashion leader in small leather goods. And Presto's Fry Baby electric deep fryer makes French frying easy and automatic. A serving of 2 and a jiffy or 2 with Presto's Fry Baby. This is Johnny Olson speaking for Double Dare, a Mark Goodson, Bill Taubman production. This program was edited for broadcast.
every wrong step could bring disaster as our players attempt to cross this bridge and win a prize package worth over $5,000. So watch now as they brave the dangers to win a fortune on Pitfall. Come on, Sharon, you know what you're doing. You're standing on a pitfall. And, Sonny, that's another pitfall. And now here comes the man that'll have to get across all those pitfalls today, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, John. Hi, everyone. Nice to have you joining us on our program again. You know, I'm beginning to wonder if there are pitfalls on this show because our current champion has been looking up, 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 never down. She's won over $20,000 in prizes, 4 consecutive successful attempts at our bridge up there, and she might make it 5 if she can defeat her current challenger. Let's go down to the floor and meet the players now.
Well, first of all, our challenger, who is a news reporter originally from New York, who has revealed a very interesting hobby, Alex. She has an unusual stamp collection, all nude stamps, N-U-D-E. Welcome, Sonny Lewis. And our champion, as you say, so far, our all-time champion, Sharon Mason.
Hello, ladies. Sonny, good to have you here. Can we take just a moment to ask you about your stamp collection? How many stamps do you have?
You mean just the nude stamps?
Just the nude ones.
Over 100.
There are 100 stamps of nudes.
You know what's interesting, Alex? A lot of them come from the Arab countries where the women are veiled.
So they're there in the nude except for a little veil?
No.
No, that isn't what you meant.
No.
I know. Okay, welcome aboard. I hope you have as much luck as Sharon has enjoyed on our show. Anytime you're right, you'll earn points. They'll appear behind you. You'll acquire pit passes along the way. They come in very handy in that pitfall round. We're going to play a 5.5-minute game, whichever happens first. You ready?
I'm ready.
And don't be afraid of her little dog, the Pitts, there, because although he's been a good luck charm so far, you could change things around if you read this audience correctly. For instance, on this question, at a singles bar, what kind of people do you encounter most often, ladies and gentlemen? Interesting people, boring people, drunks, or married people at a singles bar? Vote on that one. Sonny, you won the coin toss. The audience has voted, so you get to consider their answer first. Which is it going to be at a singles bar? Are you single, by the way?
No, I'm married.
Okay. Have you ever gone to singles bars?
Yes, I have.
And what kind of people do you encounter there most often?
Married people.
You do. Sharon.
I think this audience has a sort of cynical look about them. I think I'll say boring.
Oh, all right. That's telling us a great deal about you also. Audience, at a singles bar, you run into boring people. How about that? She's uncanny in her ability to figure out how this audience is going to come up with its preference. Let's find out about your erogenous zones right now. I turn very romantic when someone touches my what? My thigh, my lips, my chest, or my neck. Get a good sampling on this one, I'm sure. We have an equal distribution of men and women and a lot of age representation as well. So, Sharon, tell me.
Well, of course, they're all good.
They are?
But, I don't know. I think I would have to say the thigh, I suppose. I'll go for number 1.
Strange that you are a little unsure right now. Sonny, is there any doubt in your mind?
No doubt at all. Most people would take my lips, number 2.
Your lips. All right, audience, what did you take? You took your lips. That's what turns you on. 1 point, 1 pit pass for each of our players as we continue. If they're going to be your friend, what one essential personality trait must they have? Sophistication, honesty, intelligence, or happy-go-lucky? Which one is it, folks? Votes are in. Sonny.
Oh, I'll take number 2 again. I think most people want honest friends.
Sharon? Did she take the one you were going to go for?
I think honesty is a good answer, but I also think that a friend is a very attractive person if they're intelligent. You can discuss things with them.
That makes sense, but I think that Sonny got in with the one that most people in the audience are going to select. Let's see if we're right. Yes, indeed. Honesty, very important. On some of the questions, one of the choices is usually the obvious one, and whoever gets to pick first winds up with a point. Your 18-year-old daughter says she's going to move in with her boyfriend. What are you going to do? Are you going to forbid her to do it? Are you going to agree? Are you going to say, let's talk it over? Or are you going to cry about it? 18-year-old daughter, just turned 18, wants to move in with her boyfriend. Sharon?
I'm going to take 3 to talk it over.
All right. Sonny?
I think most parents would forbid it. Number 1.
Okay. Sharon, your daughter is how old now?
She's almost 13.
13. When she told you she wanted to move in with her boyfriend, what did you tell her?
I told her she had to wait till she was at least a teenager.
Okay. Let's find out how the audience responded as a group to this question. They said they would talk it over. And that means it's all tied up once again. 2 points for each of our lady, S&S, Sonny and Sharon. In the middle of a heated argument, your partner breaks something on purpose. How would you react to that? Would you break something too? Would you walk out? Would you calm down? Or would you continue with the argument? What's it going to be, folks? Tempers are getting very, very high. Sonny?
I think most people would be a little frightened by that, and they would walk out. So I'm going to take number 2.
Particularly if he's a big bruiser and the thing he broke was the refrigerator. Sharon?
That's a pretty tough one. Any of those could be right. So I think...
Well, has it based it on your personal experience? Has it ever happened in your home?
Oh, yeah, I've broken something.
And?
I think what generally happens is that you just continue with it, because by then tempers are usually so high that you just carry on. So I would pick 4.
All right, your husband, I see him in the audience. He's got his hand over his mouth, but I think I caught a grin. Audience, what did you come up with on this? You would walk out, giving Sonny the lead right now. We've all run into rowdy crowds, but which one is the worst? Is it the sports crowd, the après-ski grouping, the singles party, or the stag party? The rowdiest group of people. Give me a quick vote on this one. I suspect this will be our last question in this round, unless it ends in a tie. Sharon, you go first. You have an opportunity, if you're right, to make it all even in this game.
The noisiest?
Yep, the rowdiest crowd.
The rowdiest crowd would have to be a sports crowd. I'm going to go for number 1.
Sonny?
Well, I've never attended a stag party, but I've always suspected they're really rowdy, so I'm going to go for number 4.
I think they're very quiet because you're watching the movies. Well, however, let's not dwell on that because we'll get me into a great deal of trouble. Audience, a stag party means we have a new champion in Sonny. Come on, Sonny, you're it. You have dethroned Sharon and Pitfall, her pet pooch. Well, you're not going away unhappy, I know, Sharon Mason, because a total of $20,169 in prizes going with you. Congratulations. You are a super player on Pitfall.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Congratulations, Sonny. Good luck.
We're going to take a break. We'll see you right after this. Hang on.
How would you like to share a jackpot of maybe $2,000? Or a super jackpot of $8,000 or more? How about a brand new car? Or maybe $10,000 in cash? Every player here has the chance to win any or all of those prizes. But look, one seat's empty. That's because we're saving it for you. Being a jackpot contestant's easy. The first thing to do is call us at area code 416-922-7469. Who knows? The next big jackpot winner just might be you.
How's that old saying go? It's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game. Well, old Pitfall here didn't help our champion, Sharon Mason, win another match. So, go away. Rita, you don't want him around here for you, do you?
No.
Okay, see you, pup. Now it's your turn to consider the booby trap sections. We're going to dim the lights. You and I are going to turn around, and we're going to pay close attention to those 8 sections, and the booby trap ones, the pitfalls, will light up twice. Are you ready for that?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. I got them. I got them. I bet you I know what they are. Do you know what they are?
I know a couple of them.
Which ones?
I'll take 1, and,
You're entitled to another. Use strategy if you're sure of all 3.
I'm not sure, but I'll take 4.
4. I think you're going to worry about that one. I am. Let's go upstairs. Sonny, it's been a while since I've stood up here with a new champion, so I'll run through the rules very briefly. I ask questions, you give me answers. If you're right, you move forward one section at a time, earning $100 in cash. You've got 2 pit passes to help you, and we're going to allow you 100 seconds to assist you as well. If you're lucky enough to get all right answers and make it to this point here in the time allowed, well, then you enjoy this prize.
You and a friend will be on your way to sunny Playa Blanca, Mexico. Your vacation package includes round-trip airfare, ground transportation, 3 weeks double accommodation and meals. Your prize is worth $5,080.
Now, the previous champion, the lady you dethroned, wound up with over $20,000. She did it 4 consecutive times up here. Maybe you can do the same. 100 seconds on the clock, please. If you had a large proboscis, you'd have a big what?
Nose.
Nose is right. You can move on to number 1. And that's an early pitfall for you. I thought the pitfalls were 1, 5, and 7. And she had a pit pass for number 1, did she? Oh, that's too bad. Here's your question. How many quarters in a baseball game?
4.
No, there are none. They're called innings.
Oh.
The watt is a unit of what? Speed, power, or light?
Light.
No, it's power. Who used to close his performances saying, "Good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are"?
I don't know. Pass.
Jimmy Durante. One of the 7 wonders of the world is the Hanging Gardens of where?
Babylon.
That's right. Stop the clock. Bring her up. 65 seconds.
65 seconds.
Clock will start again when I begin the next question.
Okay.
Your first time up here, you're probably a little nervous.
Yeah.
You want to give me the pit pass for number 1, which you forgot to give me?
Yes.
Mm.
All right.
George Washington was one of the first people to wear what? False teeth or bow ties?
False teeth.
No, bow ties. Only one president in the history of the U.S. has been divorced. Who is it?
Pass.
Ronald Reagan. What is the substance inside a pencil called?
Graphite.
Graphite is right. You go to number 2. And you're safe. Wool comes from sheep, cotton comes from plants, but where does nylon come from?
Plastic.
Plastic, it's man-made. You're right. You can move on to number 3. That's safe. In a poker game, which is the wild card?
7.
No, anything you want it to be. Beauty may be skin deep, but how many layers of skin do we have? 6, 5, or 7?
6.
7. How many quarts are there in 1 gallon?
4.
4 is right. You can move forward again. $400.
Okay.
A lack of what vitamin causes scurvy?
C.
No, vitamin A. If you broke a thermometer, what would spill out on
Mercury.
Mercury is right. You go to number 5.
Can I give you this pit pass for number 5, even if it's for number 4?
No, but you can move forward to number 5. And I think you're going to go down to number 5. And you are, with just 1 second left, and we're out of time. Let's bring her right back up. Poor Sonny. Got nervous, forgot to give me both pit passes, even though one of them didn't work. Come on back up. When did you realize you had forgotten to give me the pass for number 4?
When I felt it going down.
When you felt it going down. Give me that one now. Let's take a walk down to the end. I said I thought the pitfalls were 1, 5, and what else did I say? 1, 5,
8,
and 7?
7.
1, 5, and 7? We're going to take a commercial break right now and see if I was right. 1, 5, 7. Hey!
Global's got fun and games. A new chain reaction.
Pepper.
Pepper is correct. One word leads to the next as contestants create an exciting chain reaction.
Jackpot! True.
Play along, answer Mike Darrow's questions, and hit the jackpot. $1,450. Global's got chain reaction and jackpot this afternoon starting at 2.
Back to Pitfall. John, we know that our champion, Sonny Lewis, has a collection of nude postage stamps and tends to be forgetful at times. What can you tell us about the new challenger?
Well, let's welcome that challenger right now. This fellow loves the action sports. He likes cliff diving, scuba diving, and pitfall diving. He's Paul Grinnell.
Hello, Paul. Hope you don't take a dive on our show. Good luck to you. Sonny, ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right, audience. Try and remember if you've seen this before and tell me what would most likely make a man turn around on the street. A woman in jogging shorts, a woman with a plunging neckline, with a slit skirt, or with tight jeans. What's going to turn a man's head? Think about it for a moment, make your selection, and Paul, you get to go first. You won the toss.
Oh, I know what would make me turn around. I'd say the tight jeans.
Tight jeans will do it. We see so many of them on television these days. Sonny?
I think most people would say a plunging neckline.
Yeah. I don't know where to go on this one because a slit skirt is still unusual enough that it catches your attention very quickly. Audience, what did you go for? Tight jeans. We're being conditioned by the media. Obviously, Paul gets his first pit pass and the lead in the game. People can be very generous, but they are most generous in which areas? In sex, love, finances, or in terms of caring? Most generous people. Sonny?
I think people are generous when they're in love.
In matters of love. Paul?
I would say if you care enough for someone, you could be very generous with them. I'll say number 4.
That makes sense to me. So we've got 1 vote for number 2, 1 vote for number 4, and you two have forgotten my cardinal rule. When in doubt, go to sex and then go to money. You've left that out, obviously, because you were not in doubt. Audience, what did you select? Caring, and that gives Paul another correct answer, and 2 points, the lead in the game. Boy, you haven't had a date in 6 or 7 months. Bad news. What would you do? Would you cry about it? Would you drink too much? Would you just shrug? Or would you start looking around for somebody else? Or someone, period? Haven't had a date in 6 or 7 months. Paul, has this ever happened to you?
Yeah, and I looked all over the place, so I'll go with number 4 again.
Okay. Sonny?
I think most people would say, this looks like a pretty rowdy crowd. They would drink.
Oh,
too
take
much.
the booze. See, that's my attitude. Whatever. You don't need too many excuses, but whatever happens, drink. Audience, look around. They're taking the practical approach, obviously. 3 points. Paul's on his way to a clean sweep here. We'll find out if it continues as we go to this one. And this is a question that is directed mostly at the girls, but the guys can vote on it and give us their points of view. What is the best opening line you've ever heard? Hey, you're beautiful. I'm very wealthy. Wow. I'm sincere. Give me a reading on that right now. Sonny?
I think most people would go for...
best opening line.
The best opening line would be, you're beautiful.
Given the right phrasing, of course. Hey, you're beautiful. Paul?
Well, I like people to think I'm very wealthy, even though I'm not. So I want them to think I was wealthy.
Wealthy. You know, you could put them all together. Wow, you're beautiful. I'm very wealthy. I'm sincere. Audience, you selected you're beautiful. A point for Sonny. She has an opportunity now to come back and tie this match up if she scores another 2. The main reason you'd want your daughter to go to college is what? For her education, so she could meet a man, so she could learn about life, or have a good time. Main reason you'd want your daughter to go to college. Paul, you're too young to have a daughter. You're not too young to have a daughter, but you're too young to be married and have a family, is what I'm saying.
I'd say I'd want her to get her education since I'm footing the bill.
That makes sense, Sonny.
Well, that's what I would have chosen, but I have to take something else, so I'll say number 3, to learn about life.
Learn about life. You do that in college, huh? You think. Here we go, audience. What did you say? Her education. Paul gets 4 points. I won't say anything about my personal experience with regard to this next subject, but let's hear your views. While making love, your partner utters someone else's name. What you going to do about that one? Are you going to do the same? Are you going to stop right then and there? Will you ignore it, or will you start a fight over it? Sonny?
I think that would stop most people right then and there.
Paul?
She's got a fight on her hands.
Oh. Okay. Paul, if you pick up the point on this one, you automatically win the game because you will have reached 5 points and 3 pit passes. Audience, you say that would stop it, and that means that Sonny gets the point. Stop right then and there and have a discussion. Oh, we're out of time. We can't have a discussion. Sonny, you wound up with $400 in your session with the Pitfall round a while ago. Congratulations to you. Paul, congratulations right now because you're the new champion, and you and I are going to hold on to this podium because we're backing away long enough to present these commercial messages for the folks at home.
Pitfall guest accommodation is provided by the Inn at Denman Place in Vancouver. In a class by itself, quiet elegance, careful service, and the experience of a unique hotel, the Inn at Denman Place near English Bay and Stanley Park.
Paul Grinnell, our champion, who almost picked up 3 pit passes in that game. Very impressive, Paul. You were reading the audience beautifully. Now we want to find out how observant you are when it comes to your own private light show. The folks at home will be watching also to see if you're right. So let's dim the lights, turn around, take a look. Remember, they'll light up twice. I think I spotted 2 of them, but I'm not sure about the third.
I got 2 of them.
Which 2?
6 and 8.
Oh, those were the 2 I got. I don't know what the third one is, but if you manage to make it across the bridge in safety, take a look over here. This is what you win.
For your home, you'll receive a quality dining room suite with table, 4 chairs, china hutch and sideboard in beautifully crafted oak. And for your floors, 30 yards of luxurious deep pile carpeting. For your kitchen, a large capacity 3-door refrigerator freezer, making the value of your prize $5,015.
I just got the shock of my life. Now, you tell me, folks, you've been looking at this champion. I thought, and I'd mentioned a while ago, he's much too young to be married and have a family. And he tells me he's 25 and he is married. Gosh. Well, compared to me, you're very, very young looking. You ready to go? 100 seconds on the clock.
Yeah.
We're off. How many wheels on a rickshaw?
3.
2. If you were a confectioner, what would you be selling?
Candy.
Candy, that's right. You can move on to number 1, and you're safe there with $100. Was the telephone invented by Thomas Edison, Alexander Graham Bell?
Alexander Graham Bell.
That is correct. You go to number 2, and you are safe. True or false? Bushido is the traditional code of the samurai.
True.
That's right. You go to number 3. Oh, that's the pitfall we were wondering about. But you've got plenty of time, so I would say you're in very, very good shape, Paul. Listen to this. The film All Quiet on the Western Front is set in which war?
The First World War.
That's right. Stop the clock. He's got a little over a minute and 2 pit passes, and he and I were positive almost that 6 and 8 were pitfalls. So it looks like you're in great shape to make it all the way to the end.
No
Clock
problem.
will... No problem?
No.
Okay, you feel confident then. On what television show was Gilda Radner a regular?
Saturday Night Live.
That is correct. You go to number 4. One of the famous Wright brothers was Orville. Who was the other?
Wilbur.
Wilbur is correct. You go to number 5. What did George Washington throw across the Potomac River?
Pass.
A silver dollar. In the metric system, you would buy your wine in what measurement?
Liters.
Liters is right. You go to number 6. You give me the pit pass for that one, so you wind up on number 7. What did television's Marcus Welby do for a living?
He was a doctor.
He was a doctor. You give me the pit pass for number 8. Get over here. We've got plenty of time. 29 seconds left, and you just wound up winning $5,015. By the way, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
You're going to come back on our next show, face a challenger. Who knows? You might be up here again. Let's wave goodbye to all the folks, and thank you for tuning us in today on Pitfall.
Wednesday, Jason is escorted to jail, charged with wife-beating and attempted murder. Meanwhile, a ranger discovers the wreckage of Monica's plane crash in a special season premiere of The Colbys. Then Blake and Alexis are consumed by their rage and hatred, while La Mirage is a blazing inferno. On the season premiere of Dynasty, Global's got explosive drama Wednesday, starting at 9.
On nude beaches tonight at 6.
Charles Nelson Riley. From Mama's Family, Betty White. Candy Clark. Too Close for Comfort, Jimmy Bullock. From General Hospital, Stuart Damon. And Mary Crosby. All on the new Battlestars. And here's the man in command, Alex Trebek.
What a team, what a show. Thank you. Thank you very much. Could be they know something. Finally, the recognition I deserve. #1 in the hearts of America. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the new and soon to be the old Battlestars. By the way, this is our last show unless something dramatic happens in the next few days. So let's make it a fun one with these 6 celebrities and these 2 players. First of all, our returning champion, a man who to this point on our program has won $30,753. Leslie Connor. And it's hot and heavy in the current match against this challenger. She has captured 2 stars. He has captured 2 stars. She's a former ballerina, now teaches ballet and jazz. Leslie Rushala. I recall yesterday when I introduced you, it said you had no children, but you have trained apes and monkeys, not to do dancing, I take it.
Oh, no.
To do what?
Well, they were wild animals, and actually I took care of them as endangered species.
Where did you take them? To the movies or something?
No, we had a ranch up in Chatsworth, way back in the hills, up in the trees.
Oh, and you were just protecting them?
Yes.
All right, good for you. I hope you do well on the program, Leslie.
Oh,
this man has certainly done well, and we'll find out how things are going to turn out in the match because we're close to resolving it right after this commercial break. There are 2 red triangles, there are 2 blue triangles. That's the way the match stands at the moment. The only 2 numbers that remain in play are 1 and 4, and Wesley is in control of the board. So it's up to you, my man.
Number 4, please.
Number 4 to capture Betty White and remain champion. A study by the University of Pennsylvania concluded that if we didn't see someone, but could only smell their breath, we would know this about them. Betty, what will we know?
We would know their...
Jimmy, stop breathing on Betty.
We would know their ethnic background.
This is for the match. University of Pennsylvania study.
I agree.
We would know their sex.
Oh, darling, I'm sorry.
I mean, if it had been a Chinese individual who had been eating pizza, you wouldn't be able to tell, I'm sure. Leslie, 1 and 4, still alive. Press the button. You get number 4, another shot at Betty White. According to the Bible,
what?
Did Mary and Joseph have any other children besides Jesus?
The minute I tell you, National Enquirer will be in on it. No, I'm not going to tell you. No, they didn't. They just had pets.
No children, just pets. Leslie, this is for the match.
I'll agree.
Oh, a couple of religious people here.
They had other children.
Whoa, let's have Bible school.
Yes, we should, Jimmy. You're absolutely right. I believe their other children were Ralph and... No. Wesley, press the button.
Number 4.
No, you don't pick. You got to press, and you get number 1. Charles, who spoke these words to the entire world? I must tell you that I have found it impossible to carry the heavy burden of responsibility without the help and support of the woman I love.
Johnny Carson.
Oh.
No, he's a friend of mine. I love him. That was said by King Edward 5, 6, 7, 8. King Edward. Well, I've had a lot of dental work and my eyes are bad, and it's the last show and I'm teary. King Edward the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. King Eddie the 8th.
I.
I disagree.
Oh, that one.
Oh,
even I
yeah.
know that.
Leslie?
I mean...
You don't have to pick anything. The number 4 is the only one left. You just tell me who gets the question, Charles or Betty, and this again is for the match.
Betty.
Oh.
What did Baby Bear do that made Goldilocks wake up?
Well, he spoke to her.
For the match. Is that right or wrong?
I disagree.
Baby Bear spoke to her.
Very
Wesley,
good.
who gets the question, Betty or Charles? It's for the match.
I'll try Charles this time.
What do you call 2 bulls who have been neutered?
You can't fool me on that. They were castrated.
Now, Charles, I think you'd better pick one of the 2 answers on the screen in front of you. Two bulls who have been neutered are called
Mares.
This is for the match.
I agree.
Oh, they are called oxen. Oxen. Ellie, oxen free. Leslie, who gets the question? Charles or Betty? Charles.
Boy, I'm hot today.
You know, I just figured out something, Charles. This is our last show, but these two contestants are going for a series of their own.
I think so.
In the 1800s, Charles, the Astors headed an elite social group called the 400. They were called that because 400 people could fit into Mrs. Astor's what?
Bathroom. No, that was in Newport. The 400, oh, that I know that. The address book.
This is for the match.
I agree.
No, because the 400 could fit into Mrs. Astor's ballroom. We're back to the champion. Wesley, another shot for you. Charles or Betty?
I'm going to try Betty this time.
All right.
Oh, that's funny.
Who said after me, the flood?
Oh, well, now we're going to get out of this. Right now, we're going to get out of this.
All you have to do...
I think it was either Alex Trebek or, no, who else was it?
No, I think you're better off picking one of the two answers that is about to appear on the monitor.
I was told to Vamp and Phil.
Here we go.
Long in town. No.
After me, the flood.
Louis the 15th. Louis Cans, as they say.
Louis the 15th.
That's correct.
Absolutely right. You're our remaining champion. Reigning and remaining. Oh, that was an exciting game. Leslie, you made it very, very much fun for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Parting gifts for you backstage. Good luck with your dance instruction. Leslie, come on. Come on. We're going on. You captured 4 stars. You're going to be working with just 3 of them. In a moment, I'll ask you to select those 3. But before we do that, I'm going to give you an opportunity to see what's available in our Battlestars Bonanza today. Go, Charlie.
It starts with small appliances. Hamilton Beach Kitchen Appliances featuring the 6-speed continuous feed food processor and 12-cup automatic drip coffee maker with brew start clock and timer. Furnished by Hamilton Beach Scoville. And Cook On Salad Masters 5-star stainless steel cookware featuring waterless, greaseless, and low-heat cooking. Each lid contains pop-up valve, 5-star, furnished by Salad Master. Plus these big kitchen helpers. A tap-in electric kitchen, which includes the big side-by-side 2-door refrigerator freezer, a practical work-saving built-in dishwasher, and the complete cooking center featuring a full-size microwave oven at the top and a self-cleaning oven below. Furnished by Tappan Appliances. And $5,000 cash. So the main event is worth $10,051.
We've got $30,753. I'll tell you something. I don't think we got quite enough reaction on the cookware. Can we have one more? Thank you. Thank you. Meet you in the parking lot later. Charles, Candy, Jimmy, and Betty are the 4 stars you captured. Pick one.
Start with Charles.
That's very sweet.
How often is the United States Census taken? Is it every 10 years, every 7 years, or every 5 years?
Every 10 years.
For 500 in cash. Right or wrong?
He's right.
Correct. Candy, Jimmy, or Betty next?
I think Jimmy.
James?
Yes.
For which of her performances did the late Grace Kelly receive her Oscar for Best Actress? Was it in High Society, The Country Girl, or High Noon?
The Country Girl. I think he's right.
He is indeed right. In which Grace co-starred with Mary's father, the late Bing Crosby. Candy or Betty?
Candy.
Candy, only one United States president remained a bachelor his entire life. Who was it? Was it James Buchanan, William Taft, or Abraham Lincoln? Bachelor, entire life.
William Taft?
This is for $10,000. Take you to over 40 grand.
I disagree.
Okay, you did the right thing. It's not William Howard Taft. It was either James Buchanan or Abraham Lincoln. For 10 grand, who was it?
James Buchanan.
Yeah! Congratulations. You're doing well on our last show. You're up to 40,804, and you may get another shot if we rush into the next match. You may get another shot at the main event and play for an additional 10 grand. But we'll get into the match. We'll introduce a player right after this commercial break. Don't get ready. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are about to meet the man who will probably be our last contestant on the new Battlestars, a recent business administration graduate of Lewis and Clark College in Portland, Oregon. He'll be attending law school this fall. His name is Andy Loback. Let's hear it for him. You're also a karate expert?
That's right.
Black belt?
No, not quite a black belt, but I was co-captain of the 1982 Oregon State champions.
Hey, way to go. Good luck to you in our contest.
Thank you.
Let's get right into it. Wesley, the board goes in motion for you. You know what to do. You get number 8 off the bat, and that means Betty. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Who used to tell us that?
I don't know. Who? I think don't do the crime if you can't do the time. That sounds like Beretta.
Right or wrong?
That's right.
Yes, Robert Blake says Beretta. Pick a number.
Number 5, please.
Number 5, Candy, Jimmy, Betty, or Charles?
Pick Jimmy, please.
In the Canadian Parliament, they have a name for the man who performs all the functions of the Queen. What is it?
Marjorie?
One of these is the correct answer. Man who performs all the functions of the Queen in the Canadian Parliament.
This is a total guess because I'm an idiot. The Prime Minister.
Right or wrong?
You're an idiot, too.
I'll disagree.
You're right. It's the
You're not an
Governor
idiot.
General. The Prime Minister leads the government. The Governor General replaces the Queen. Pick a number.
Number 4, please.
Number 4. Capturing Betty, we hope. If someone gets heat stroke, what should you immediately give him to drink?
I don't think anything.
I'll agree with that.
That is the right answer. Glad you agreed. You have a captured star in Betty White, a blue triangle. Pick again.
Okay, Charles, number 1.
Number 1. Albert Einstein said this was the hardest thing in the world to understand. What is it?
Oh, yeah. He said that in Europe about Mel Tellis. No, the hardest thing to understand was income tax.
I agree.
That's right. Income tax. Pick another number.
Number 2, please.
2. Candy. Question for you. Of the initials in the candy M&Ms, one of the M's stands for Mars. What does the other M stand for? M&Ms. Mars and?
Mercury.
I disagree.
You know what it stands for?
No, I don't.
Murray. Mars and Murray. But you're right. Pick a number.
Number 6.
Number 6, another question for Candy. Romantic researchers at Johns Hopkins University have found that what age is the average for a girl's first sexual experience?
16.2 years.
She's correct.
Yes, she's right, and you are champion again. Charles, Betty, and Candy belong to you. Look at that. He's pushing his chair back. He's ready to go. You want to do it? Come on up. Come on, we'll leave Andy there for a little bit. We'll get into another match here in a few moments, maybe. Come and stand next to me. We'll set up things for our main event, but right now, though, we'll take time out for these messages. Welcome back. I think Jimmy Bullock said it best during the commercial break. Our champion, Wesley, is getting kind of greedy with these prizes. He's won $40,000, and now he is going to try to add over $10,000 more, and here are some of the prizes you're hoping to win.
Alex, it starts with a collection of lamps and an easy chair and a $1,000 Leonard silver-plated serving accessories, including a coffee service, punch set, champagne cooler, trays and casseroles furnished by Leonard Silver Manufacturing Company. And you could showcase your new silver on Keller's beautiful Memories dining furniture of golden finished solid oak. Armor Guard Super Finish protects against spills and burns. Memories furnished by Keller. Then for those after-dinner chores, a KitchenAid trash compactor helps unclutter your kitchen. Features easy access litter bin and charcoal filter odor control, furnished by KitchenAid, and $5,000 cash. So the main event is worth $10,039.
I don't know who's been our biggest money winner so far on the program, but $50,000 would certainly put you right up at the top. Candy, Charles, or Betty for the first question?
I'll start with Betty.
Who has the distinction, Betty, of being nicknamed the Great One? Is it John Barrymore, Greta Garbo, or Jackie Gleason?
Jackie Gleason.
She's right.
Yes, she is right. 500 and you're off and running. Candy or Charles? C or C?
Charles, please.
Charles.
Yo!
Who was the only United States president to have been born in the state of Illinois? Was it Abe Lincoln, Ronald Reagan, or Dwight David Eisenhower?
It was Abraham Lincoln.
He's right.
Ronald Reagan was born in the state of Illinois.
Too bad.
Candy, chance to help our champion win 500 more in cash. This line was used a total of 4 times in the film classic Casablanca. Was it Play It Again, Sam? We'll always have Paris. Or Here's Looking at You, kid. It was used 4 times in that film.
Here's Looking at You, kid.
500 more in cash, giving you $1,000.
I'll agree.
That's it. Here's Looking at You, kid. All right, you're up to 41,804. Go and sit down. And Andy Lawback has been sitting here waiting to play, and he'll get a chance if Wesley makes a mistake. Let's start the board moving. That's it. Go. And you get number 2. Candy, question. David and Bathsheba had a son. What was his name? Which of these is the right answer? I remind everyone that our contestant cannot see the answers, of course. Celebrities can, so can the home audience.
Well,
David and Bathsheba.
I don't think it's Morty, so it must be Solomon.
Whoops, I can't let you do that.
Oh,
we have to go to another
phooey.
question.
Really?
Now, you see, one of the rules of the game is that we can't reveal to our contestants what the other answer was.
Oh,
the other choice
true.
was Morton or Solomon. The right answer was Solomon. So I'll give Candy another question.
Give me another chance, please.
Yes. What did a housewife named Grace Metalius do back in the 1950s that shocked the nation? Happened right
She
here?
revealed that she was Stalin's daughter.
Right or wrong?
I'll agree.
Nope. She wrote Peyton Place. Wrote Peyton Place.
Even I knew
and
that.
So Andy Lawback gets a chance. Press the button, Andy. You get number 5. It's Candy, Jimmy, Betty, or Charles for you.
Gotta go to Candy.
All right. William Tell, that legendary hero who shot an apple from his son's head. What would his answer be if he were asked his nationality? William Tell.
I am Swiss.
Andy?
I disagree.
No. William Tell was Swiss. I am
Short-lived, Andy.
Swiss, I thought you said...
Andy didn't hang around for long, did he, Jimmy? Wesley, back to you.
Hi, Andy.
Number
We'll
4,
have lunch.
Charles or
Fantastic.
Betty?
Charles, please.
Charles.
Is it me again?
Yes. What do you call a native of Tangiers?
A tangerine. I don't know. Native of tangerine? Of Tangiers? It looks like 2 rock groups in trouble. Oh, shut up. A tangerite.
Tangerite. Native of Tangiers.
I disagree.
The right answer is tangerine. You are correct.
Silly.
Yes, it is. But it's the last time we'll be hearing that sound for quite a while. So we'll take a commercial break. We'll be back, though. Lots of important business to get to. Wesley, our final champion, leaves us with close to $42,000. Congratulations. Andy, we'll have a couple of bucks for you. We didn't get a chance to talk to Mary Crosby on the program today, but since this is our last show, we never will. Thank you very much for supporting us. Goodbye, everybody. See you again.
Someone in our audience today will receive the new 22-volume World Book Encyclopedia, including research guide and index volume, easy to use, read, and understand, furnished by World Book. Or the Jogging Tramp for jogging in the safety and comfort of your own home. An indoor rebound body exerciser for the family, the Jogging Tramp furnished by Round Trampoline. Or the Texas Instruments home computer with monitor. For education, home finance, and entertainment, it's not just for playing, it's also for learning. A home computer furnished by Texas Instruments. Some of our participants today will receive Sanyo's cordless extension cord that works up to 700 feet. Convenience, freedom, and portability furnished by Sanyo. Plus Andis quality personal care appliances designed for travel or home use. This assortment of hair helpers for your beauty needs furnished by Andis. And Leonard Silver's beautifully designed heavy silver-plated champagne cooler for your entertaining or gift-giving needs. Furnished by Leonard Silver Manufacturing Company. Also 4 gallons of super scrubbable True Test, Easy Care latex flat wall and trim finish. Good for both walls and woodwork. Sold only by True Value Hardware stores. July 4th, Tootie, Blair, Joe, and Natalie roll out the welcome mat for Gary Coleman and the gang on daytime Different Strokes. And look for daytime Facts of Life at a new time, 12 Eastern, 11 Central and Pacific. The fireworks explode with Different Strokes and the Facts of Life. No wonder it's a holiday. July 4th on NBC. This has been a Barrel Heater production.
Behind these numbers is a puzzle. Can you solve it? Jaw plus knee, jaw, knee. Apple plus C plus D. Apple seed. Johnny Appleseed. If you can do that, you'll have a chance to win one of these 8 fabulous cards as we play.
I want you to meet a terrific champion. To this point, in just one day, she has won over 14 on our show. You're going to face this gentleman. This young man is Johnny Banks. Hello, Johnny. Hey. Where are you from?
I haven't had the guts to go back, so.
I see. What do you do out here?
Right now I'm teaching.
What kind of teaching do you do?
All kinds of teaching. Fifth, so.
I see. What do you do out here?
Right now I'm teaching.
What kind of teaching do you do?
All kinds of teaching. 5th through 10th grade, science, math, you name it.
So you're a substitute teacher?
No, full-time.
Full-time?
Private school.
Oh, all right. Well, good luck to you.
Thanks.
What is this prize? One of the things you're competing for in game 1.
We'll fly you and a companion from Los Angeles aboard Delta Airlines to London. You may visit the exclusive Crown Room Lounge before boarding, and while in flight, experience warm and friendly hospitality furnished by Delta Airlines. And you'll experience the heart of London as you and your guest will have 6 nights surrounded by the gracious charm and elegance of the Mountbatten Edwardian Hotel. Alex.
All right, I'm glad it's a London holiday. I wondered for a moment if we were not going to be giving away a telephone booth. Let me show you where you're going to find that holiday in London on our board. Number 10. John, pick 2 numbers.
Okay, I think I want to try top left-hand corner, number 1.
Silver tea and coffee service.
Let me try the other side, number 5, please.
Red take. No match for you, so we'll go to our champion, Alison.
Let's go to the lower left-hand corner, 21.
Diamond bracelet.
Oh, I love a diamond bracelet. Well, let's look for the match for that or a wild card under 15.
Diamond bracelet. Now, ladies and gentlemen, now is the time for, ooh.
Great.
Boy, Joel and Jean really have this audience primed today. Alison, take a look at what's revealed as we open these 2 doors. If you want to solve the puzzle right now, we can all go home.
Not yet.
Not yet?
No.
Okay. Hold the thought. We'll come back to you. You'll get to pick 2 more numbers. But first, we have to take this break. During the commercial break, Alison's picking up a lot of material from our announcer, Gene. All right, let's go back to work. Alison, pick 2 more numbers right now.
Okay, let's look at number 11.
That's a good number.
Oh,
You get to choose your 10 favorite novels.
Let's look for that match under number 19.
Choose your 10 favorite novel. Now, that's very good going. When you can make 2 natural matches in a row like that at the very beginning of the game when the whole thing is hidden, that is excellent work. Open these 2 doors for Alison.
Is it What's the Matter with You?
Is it What's the Matter with You? Say. It's not What's the Matter me, that's What's the Matter. It's What's the Matter you.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, pick 2 numbers.
Okay, number 7.
London, England.
Okay, I remember that's under number 10.
You remembered correctly. John, you see how it's done? Now, you're a teacher. You're used to instructing other people. But right now, this is a studying operation for you. You just study the board, study her technique, and maybe you'll get your chance in a little bit. But right now, Alison gets another look at the puzzle. Nope. Go again, Alison.
Number 13.
Hardwood flooring.
Okay, that's something new we haven't seen before. Let's look for a match or a wild card under number 2.
Green tape. All right, the string had to be broken at some point. Johnny, here's your opportunity.
Finally, here, I'm going to go down for the bottom right-hand corner, 25, please.
CD player.
Number 22, please.
Electric guitar with case. No match. Alison?
Okay, can we look at number 17, please?
Scooter and skateboard set.
Let's look for the match to that under number 20.
Electric guitar with case. No match. John?
All right. Number 22, please.
Right.
And number 20 for the match.
That's it. That's a match for you. You get a prize, and you also get a chance to solve the puzzle, even though it still is early in this game. Go again.
Let's try number 3 up top.
CD player.
Okay, I remember that was down number 25, please.
CD player. Your turn to make the natural matches. Well done. Another prize, another chance. Take a look. Go again.
Number 16, please.
Hardwood flooring.
Let me try 13 in the center for that one. Yeah.
There you are, hardwood flooring. You've got 3 prizes. Alison has 3 prizes. Will you solve this puzzle? Obviously not yet. Pick 2 more numbers.
Okay, let me try number 18 in the center there.
Wild card. What are you going to match it up with?
Okay, I think I'd like to see part of the puzzle under number 1, please.
That's the silver tea and coffee service. The other one is located on that bottom line at number 23. Now can you solve it, John, for the lead in the match? I can't tell if Alison is humming or praying, but she's doing something here. She's fidgeting. She wants to get back into this. Pick 2 numbers, John.
All right, I better keep it up. All right, number 4, please.
Another wild card. You're breaking Alison's heart. Anything you want.
Okay. I'm still puzzled about parts of the puzzle there. So how about number 14?
Number 14, show them that. That's a red take. You're going to love it. The other red take is at number 5. Why is he going to love this, ladies and gentlemen, as he looks over her prize list? I know, you want the favorite novels.
You know, that's tempting, John. But I haven't been to London in a while, so I think I might as well take that.
All right, give him the London holiday. Take it away from our champion. Put it on the challenger's side. Show him these 3 pieces, too. It's all right. There's a green take up there. She may get it back. No solution. John, there's still 1 wild card. Make a pick right now.
I better get it. Okay, number 17, please.
Scooter and skateboards.
Seen that before. Number 6.
That's a match. That's a match. Johnny gets another prize, another look at the puzzle. All you have to do is make 1 more match.
Okay, I better get it.
And the rest will match automatically because there is the wild card. One of those is a green take up there.
Number 8, please.
That's a green take.
Number 2, please.
That's a match. Here's the green take. What do you want to use it for, Johnny?
I think we'll take the diamond bracelet, please.
Diamond bracelet it is. All right, give it to him. Take it away from Alison. Open these 2 doors. And then we'll open 9, 12, and 24 because that's a wild card, and the matching prize is the diamond amethyst pendant. And now, for everything, John, can you solve this puzzle?
Yes, I can. You make me feel so young. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Is it You Make Me Feel So Young? Of course it is. You had all but 1 prize in this game as you take the lead. Congratulations to you. Let me show the folks at home the big picture. I'll do it quickly because we're going to have a lot of time taken up by talking about prizes. You, May plus K, make me. F plus the eel. So, Y-U-N-G, young. We're not long on spelling on this show. You make me feel so young, and these prizes are going to make John feel even younger than he is. Let's listen.
A silver tea and coffee service, a diamond amethyst pendant, a service merchandise gift certificate with which you may select a silver tea and coffee service or other top name brands from our catalog or redeem at any one of our many stores, furnished by Service Merchandise, and a CD player. Hitachi's compact disc player, roulette and random play, random memory track search, wireless remote control, lets you call the tune from the comfort of your favorite chair, furnished by Hitachi, and a diamond bracelet, part of Kay Jewelers' classic collection. This 14-karat gold bracelet contains 6 diamonds and may make a dazzling fashion statement, furnished by K Jewelers. And a scooter and skateboards. Veriflex's XP Series skateboards for fun and competition. Colorful graphics on a sturdy board. Plus the steel frame Strata scooter furnished by Veriflex. And hardwood flooring, the new generation of Bruce hardwood floors designed for easy care and durability. Furnished by Bruce. And an electric guitar with case. Gibson's Epiphone Les Paul electric guitar is Rock and Roll Rocket. Designed for high-powered performance, furnished by Gibson USA. And, of course, beautiful London, England. Prizes totaling an enormous number, $9,524.
What that means is that in the last 3 games, Alison was involved in 2 of them, and the 3rd one today. In the last 3 games, you guys are averaging about $8,000 per game. And you've got the lead in the match, John. The light goes on. All you have to do is win 1 more game, and you get a shot at a brand new car with 45 seconds on the clock. But now, we've got to take this break for a couple of minutes. Please stay with us. We'll be right back. John's in the lead. We're going into game number 2, in which this is one of the prizes.
Fully hand-carved solid wood construction and convenient layout of internal spaces makes this Colonial Heirlooms Armoire a grand addition to any decor furnished by Colonial Heirlooms. Alex.
Marjorie always did have trouble with doors. We'll show you where you can find it on the board. Number 14, the Armoire. Close that door and open 4 more, please, to start game number 2. We go 1, 11, 17, and finally 24. And Alison, you pick 2 numbers for us.
Okay, that's a beautiful armoire. I'm going to try and find the match for that under number 10.
Wild card. Good beginning.
I like that armoire. Let's get that under number 14.
14 it is for the Armoire, and the match, the natural, would have occurred at number 3. So that prize will move into position up here. Down here, 3 more doors open up for you, Alison. Solve the puzzle, win the game, tie the match. Go again.
Number 18, please.
Green take.
Green take. Let's look for the match of the green take under number 16.
No, a Washington, D.C. holiday. John, over to you.
Okay, I guess I'm going to pick one at random here. Number 5 up in the top corner.
Stereo system.
Okay, let me try the bottom corner on the right. 25, please.
Carpeting. No match.
I haven't seen that.
Okay, let's
Alison, you're fidgeting again. Can you solve this already?
Yes. Let's look under number 2.
Number 2. Red take.
I got to match one of these takes. Let's look under number 8.
Wild card making it a match. Now, the take I can put in here, but if you're going to solve the puzzle immediately, it won't do you any good. The natural match is at number 23, so you'll have this in reserve in case you can't solve it now, but we're going to open these 3 doors and see if you can win the game and tie the match.
Is it We've Got a Deal?
Is it We've Got a Deal? No, it is not. So obviously we don't have a deal, but you've got a take here to protect you, give you a little insurance down the line.
All right.
Go again.
Number 9, please.
Oak dining room set.
That would be beautiful. Let's look for the match of that or a wild card under number 5.
Stereo system.
We saw that
we saw that a moment ago. John, back to you.
Okay, I'm going to try to go for number 16 on the left side, please.
Washington, D.C.
We've already
trip.
seen that, too.
Yep.
All right, 15 on the right side.
Wild card. Looks like they're going to get a shot at that trip. However, I want to remind you about the red take sitting in front of Alison.
Yeah.
Let's show them the other one. It's at number 19, and now we'll put it up here on your side of the board and show you 3 pieces of the puzzle. Go again.
All right, not ready. Number 21, please, bottom left.
200 California lottery tickets.
All right. Top right, number 4, please.
Carpeting, no match. Alison, back to you. Where did you see the carpeting?
I was studying the board.
That's all right.
Was it number 25?
Carpeting.
Was it number 9?
No, that's the oak dining set. So we go back to John.
All right, number 4, please.
Number 4 is where it was.
And the match was number 25.
Yep. You can thank Alison for that one, John. I don't think you'd have gotten the carpeting without that help. But let's see. We'll open these 2 doors for you. Select again, John.
Okay. Number 12, please.
Oak dining room set.
And number 9 for the match.
That's a match. And it's up there. Now, can you solve it? Alison keeps shaking her head because now she's positive, absolutely 100% sure that she can solve this puzzle. So make a match.
Okay, I got to stay in control here. Number 13, please.
Diamond stud earrings.
Number 7.
Green take. Alison, make a match. You'll be able to pick up a Washington, D.C. holiday. You'll tie the match.
I'm going to do my best. Let's look under your lucky number 22.
Stereo system.
I've uncovered that twice myself, I think, under number 5.
That's where it is. That's the match. Now, do you want to use the take?
Yes, I want the holiday. No, wait, can I change my mind? I want the dining set.
You want the dining?
Yes,
the dining room set instead of the Washington, D.C. Hall? What have you got against our nation's capital?
Nothing.
Nothing? All right, the carpeting will be yours. We'll put it on your side of the board.
No, the dining set.
I'm sorry, the dining set. The dining set. My mistake.
Picky, aren't I?
No. You said the dining room set. I just made a mistake. All right.
Okay.
It's on your side. We'll open these 2 doors, and if you solve the puzzle, you win the game.
Is it wait just a minute?
Is it wait just a minute? Yes, it is. And this match is all tied up. What were you thinking of early on when you came up with a solution? Then did you lose it?
I just was wrong.
Oh, all right. Well, let me go to the board and show the whole picture for a moment. Way plus T. Wait. Chest. Hay. Men plus nut. Wait just a minute. And as a result of that solution, Alison gets these prizes.
An oak dining set. Keller's elegant provincial oak dining furniture, solid oak with hand-glazed antique finish, graceful French provincial design, provincial oak furnished by Keller. And the stereo system. Scott shelf-sized audio system with 60 watts of power, featuring integrated amplifier, tuner, cassette deck, CD player, turntable, and 3-way speakers, furnished by H.H. Scott. And of course, the lovely Armoire, a prize package worth $4,277.
Important for your purposes, Alison. You won the game. You tied the match. We're going to our tiebreaker. Get set. Hands close to the signaling buttons. The puzzle will reveal itself 1 square at a time. Good luck. Ring in only when you think you can solve it. Here we go. Alison.
Is it dead ringer?
Is it dead ringer? Yes, it is. You got so curious up in the moment right there. I was worried for you. Let me show the puzzle. D plus the head for dead. And then Alison saw just the rings and she jumped in, came up with ring plus her. Ringer, dead ringer. Come on down, Alison. Your remaining champion. John, we got to say goodbye to you, but I'll tell you, you're going away with a bundle, including a holiday in London, England, and other prizes that total $9,500. So congratulations. Great having you with us. Alison, we're going to take a break. When we come back, you and I will be in the winner's circle. 45 seconds on the clock. See if you can win a new car. Stay with us. All right, Alison, let's see if you can win a car. Move closer so you get a real good look at this. Here are the 15 numbered squares. Can you see them clearly?
Yes.
Here's the clock, 45 seconds. Good luck, off you go.
1, 2.
No match.
4, 5.
Nope.
7, 8.
No match.
10, 11.
No match.
1, 11.
Yes.
13, 5.
That's a match.
14, 3.
Nope.
6.
6. Alison, it's obvious we made an error. We credited you with a match that was not proper there. So
Shucks.
you've just got 2 matches, but since it's our mistake, I'm going to give you an option right now. That error occurred when there was 28 seconds left on the clock. We will add 5 seconds to that and start you going again, trying to complete the matches, or we can start a whole brand new round with 45 seconds on the clock. Your decision.
I'd like the 5 seconds, please.
Okay, let's give her the 5 seconds. Take that up to 33. You've got just 2 matches, and when you make your first number call, the clock will begin again. Go.
3, 10.
That's a match.
6, 8.
No match.
9, 2.
That's
12,
a match.
12, 7.
No match.
4, 8.
Nope.
6, 4.
Right.
14.
Yeah.
12.
Clock hasn't moved 1 tick. Alison, obviously this isn't working now. The clock is not functioning properly. However, our backup clock indicates that there were 12 seconds left for you to make that one match. I'm not even going to put you to the strain of having to do it. I know you can. By the way, the last one was the Jeep Comanche truck right here, and you've just won that. You got it.
Alison, you've just won the new Comanche Pioneer, which is a true mid-size pickup, acclaimed for its design and engineering, rugged capabilities, and bold Jeep Duff styling. Furnished by Jeep, a prize worth over $9,100.
Your total goes to $27,899, and we're going to take a break. We'll try and straighten everything out. We'll come back after this. Gene, talk about another prize.
Some of today's participants may receive D'Orsay chocolates, handmade and flown in fresh from Belgium each week. You can discover the ultimate indulgence in this delectable gift. Furnished by D'Orsay Chocolates. We'll be back to Alex Trebek in just a moment.
Way to go, Alison. We've got to go. See you all tomorrow. 2 new players here on Concentration.
Due to a production problem, this program was edited. This is Gene Wood speaking for Classic Concentration, a Mark Goodson television production.
Take a look at this tape. Now, let's meet the man who had to climb out of the ghetto before he could climb into the cockpit of that plane. Number 1, what is your name, please?
My name is Drew Brown.
Number 2.
My name is Drew Brown.
Number 3.
My name is Drew Brown.
Only one of these people is the real Drew Brown, and is the only one sworn to tell the truth. Now let's meet our panel. Co-star of Murder, She Wrote, Ron Masak. Actress and cartoon voice, Dana Hill. Film and television producer, David Niven Jr. And to tell the truth's very own, Kitty Carlisle. Here's the host of To Tell the Truth, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Burton. Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen. Whoever the real Drew Brown is, I want to fly with him. And I bet you will, too, when you hear the story. Let's get right to that first story, represented by these 3 gentlemen, all 3 of whom claim to be Drew Brown. I, Drew Brown, am a top gun. I was one of the first black Americans to join the Navy's elite corps of attack pilots. To achieve this status, I had to turn my life around. My father, Drew Bundini Brown, was Muhammad Ali's trainer, but my parents divorced when I was only 3. I grew up in the cycle of poverty, drug abuse, and gang violence that has laid waste to generation after generation of ghetto kids. It wasn't until I went to college that I realized I could no longer blame my failures on racism. My formula was simple. Education plus hard work minus drugs equals the American dream. In my autobiography, You've Got to Believe, I demonstrate how that formula worked for me. Today, my wife and I run an organization that inspires kids to achieve their goals. In America, with an education and the belief in yourself, you can achieve the American dream. Signed, Drew Brown. We'll find out more about this modern-day Horatio Alger right after this. All right, panel, these 3 people all claim to be Drew Brown, whose dream of becoming a top gun became a reality. And before you get to ask any questions, I have one request to make of the imposters on today's program. After the show, gentlemen, can I have the outfit, please? Kitty, we'll start with you.
I don't think you look as good in it as they do.
Oh, thanks. And I've been losing weight, yeah. Thank you, Ron. The shaft. Pull it out, pull it out. Start questioning, please.
Well, I'm thrilled to meet either whoever you are. Number one, what was the major influence in your life?
Well, it was my mom and my dad. They loved me, and they knew I could be something.
And number two, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Harlem.
And where in Harlem?
125th Street and Lenox Avenue.
Thank you. Number three, what was the turning point in your life?
When my father died, the inspiration when I thought about what he had asked me to do, and that was to go to school and get an education.
And did you grow up in Harlem?
Yes, I did.
Number two, did your father die when you were young, too?
My father didn't die when I was young. He died 3 years ago.
And number one...
Oh, time's up for you. Let's go to David.
Okay, Top Gun number one. Why does it say Dark Gable on that side of your outfit?
Well, we have code signs in the Navy, and well, you've heard of Clark Gable?
Yes. Got it. Okay. Number two, what was your rank?
What is my present rank?
Yes.
Lieutenant.
Number three, what planes did you fly in the Gulf?
A6 and 614.
And the top speed of a 614 is what?
If I told you, I would have to kill you. It's top secret.
Oh. Don't kill me, please.
Dana?
Number two, where did you go to school and college, and what did you major in?
I went to college at Southern University and I majored in business.
And number three, your father was Ollie's trainer. Who was Ollie's manager?
Fudge.
Okay, and number one, do you have brothers and sisters, and what have they got? Have they also gone on to do amazing things like you have?
No, I'm an only child.
And number two, when you were in school, did you always know that you wanted to go into the Navy and become a Top Gun?
No, I didn't. Actually, when I was in college, I did not know what I wanted to do.
Okay, and...
Ron, I know you're a big sports fan, and I suspect that may be the direction your questioning takes us.
Well, a little bit of both. Let's surprise you first, Alex, and ask number one, what is the name of the Navy flying team, the precision team?
The Blue Angels.
Number two, do you agree that Eddie Futch was Ollie's manager?
Angelo Dundee was Ollie's manager.
Number one, when you were 3 years old, you said when your mom and dad got divorced, and you never tried drugs, you never, the rest of them said Harlem. Is that where you were raised?
Yes, sir.
And when did you graduate from college?
1977.
1977.
All right, time's up. Sounds as if we were getting into something really interesting there, Ron. Sorry you ran out of time, but our panelists will now have to vote for the man they think is the real Drew Brown, the Top Gun and motivator. Is it going to be a vote for number one, a vote for number two, or a vote for number three? Our team of challengers will receive $500 for each incorrect vote with a guarantee of $1,000. And if our panel is fooled completely, the team receives $3,000. Kitty, we'll start with you.
Well, they were all terribly good, and it's hard for me to say. I didn't know who Ollie's manager was, but number one is so good looking. I had to vote for him.
Number one, because of looks. Let's go to David.
I was going to vote for number three, but he terrified me so much when he threatened to kill me, so I figured I'd rather he wins $500 by not voting for him. So I voted for number two, because number two knew that Angelo Dundee was Ollie's man.
All righty, Dana?
Well, they were all wonderful, and once again, I'm completely stumped, so it's a shot in the dark, and David, I agreed with you with number two.
Ron?
Well, I eliminated number three because I didn't want him to kill David, and Eddie Futch was not his manager. Number two had all the answers right on the button, but for one brief second, he hesitated on where 125th and Lenox Avenue was in Harlem, and I loved number one's answer about the Dark Gable, so I went with number one.
All righty. Let's review the votes, and we have 2 votes in for number one, 2 votes for number two, and no votes for number three. All right, it's time now to find out who the real Top Gun is. Will the real Drew Brown please stand up? And it is number one. Welcome, Drew.
Thank you very much.
I don't know who the real person is when I come out to host these programs, ladies and gentlemen, but I had a feeling that Drew looked a lot like his dad. Am I correct?
Yes, sir, you are.
Did your father originate the that expression, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, or did Muhammad come up with that himself?
That was my dad. He motivated Ali for 25 years, and now I'm trying to do that to these kids.
Well, I hope you succeed. Good for you. Yes,
Thank
indeed.
you. I have something to give you, Alex.
Oh, yes?
Yes. You know, I go around the country saying that I'm bad, and I say I'm bad because I have a college education. Well, I'm not the only one in this country who's bad. For what you've done for these kids through Jeopardy and the education that you've made number one, I want to present you with something.
Uh-oh. Hello.
Whoa. Here goes.
All right.
Alex, hey. Alex, with the power invested in me, I now officially make you bad.
All right. I'm bad. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's meet our imposters. Number 2, you earned 2 votes. Who are you, please?
I'm Mike Taylor, and I do public relations for the Los Angeles Raiders.
Well, now. And now we go to mean number 3, who threatened David.
My name is Bill Daniels. I'm the building manager at Mark Goodson Productions.
The building manager. How about that? An in-house deal. All right, there were 2 incorrect votes at $500 each, and that means the team will receive $1,000. Gentlemen, thank you all so much for being with us today on To Tell the Truth. We'll be back with a woman who will show you what her headache, yes, really looks like after this.
My kids call.
What a headache looks like. But first, let's meet our next team of challengers.
Number 1, what is your name, please?
My name is Louise Woodard.
Number 2.
My name is Louise Woodard.
Number 3.
My name is Louise Woodard.
All right, panelists, here is Louise's affidavit. I, Louise Woodard, suffer migraine headaches. If you have no idea how it feels, my painting entitled Violent Passages represents my pain. It won first prize in the Migraine Masterpieces art exhibit, sponsored by the National Headache Foundation. It's a time-lapse painting that depicts the stages of my headaches. The eye is dominant because that's where my pain is the most intense, while my hands are shown clutching my head to alleviate the pain. The intense reds, blues, and yellows are the colors I usually see, and the numbers 2 and 5 express the confusion my headaches bring. The pills are what finally bring my painful journey to an end. Migraines can be caused by heredity, hormonal changes, oversleeping, even foods. I don't know the cause of mine, but I do know I've suffered from them for more than 20 years, and I can assure you they are no laughing matter. Signed, Louise Woodard. Such a pain, Ron, such a pain. And
yes.
You get to help us
Well, I sympathize with them because my wife, Kay, has suffered with headaches ever since we've been married, and I think I'm the cause of those. Number 1, you said even foods. Did your doctor tell you about this, or even foods can cause migraine? What kind of foods cause migraines?
Well, I've heard that chocolate and MSG do.
Number 2, oversleeping. I had never heard that before. That can cause migraines as well?
Yes.
And number 3, what kind of pills are they recommending that you take?
Fiorinol, Demerol shots, Darvocet 100.
Now, number 2, it said you for 20 years. These just came on 20 years ago suddenly?
I've had them at least 20 years, yes.
At least 20 years.
Dana.
Number 1, have you ever tried any alternative forms of medicine to try and help you with this problem?
Well, I take K-Lan SR in the mornings, supposedly to help vascular circulation.
And number 2, do you have children? And if you do, are they affected by migraine headaches?
I have children, but they have no migraines.
And number 3, the intense reds, blues, and yellows are the colors I actually see. What do you mean by that?
That's orally what I see. I see auras when I get a headache. So those are the colors that I see around people, around things, and objects.
Oh, okay.
David.
Thank you. Number 1, where was this Migraine Masterpiece art exhibit?
It was in New York City.
And what was the first prize?
First prize was $4,000.
Oh, very nice. Number 2, as a matter of fact, what does the 2 and 5 really mean in your painting?
I think because the 2 and the 5, if they're turned upside down and backwards, they are similar shapes.
Number 3, I'm sure you're not going to buy that answer. What would your answer be?
That's the length of time my headaches take. They can run 2 to 5 days.
2 to 5 days?
Days. Whoa. Kitty.
Number 3, have you ever tried biofeedback?
Yes, I'm currently involved in a biofeedback program.
Does it work?
Yes, it's working for me.
Uh-huh. And number 2, do you try biofeedback too?
No, I haven't.
You haven't tried it. Number one, do you have to go to bed when this happens?
Yes, many times I do.
And number two, do you feel nausea as well?
Yes.
Number one, is wheat something you shouldn't eat, or corn? You don't know anything about that?
All right. Well, I'm stumped. I can't figure out who the real migraine-suffering woman is, but it's not up to me. It's up to our panel, and you have to vote right now for number one, number two, or number three. And judging by the smiles on the faces of our challengers today, I don't think any of our ladies is suffering from a migraine at this moment. Ron, who did you vote for?
Well, I got a little confused. I mean, I eliminated number three because I figured the staff is going to put her in all these colorful outfits, things to match the painting. Number one just confused me because something about the foods, and then she already said earlier, chocolate can cause these. And I bought the 2 and the 5, number two, so I hope I'm right.
All right, a vote for number two as we go to Dana.
I thought they were all extreme. I've got a migraine trying to figure out who it is, so I went with number 3.
Well,
David?
Ron gives me a migraine, I must say. On purpose. I thought it was number 3 because number 3 just rattled off 3 different pills and things like that she takes for migraine, so I shall remember that the next time I get one.
All right, and Kitty?
Number one said chocolate, which is true, but I'm told wheat as well. And number two said that this was 2 to 5, the 2-5 was something turned around. But number 3 knew about biofeedback, and I know that's one of the ways to cure it. Well, she's nodding to me. That means she's the wrong one, but I don't
know that for sure. We don't know that for sure. Let's find out. Let's review the voting. First of all, no votes for number 1, 1 vote for number 2, and 3 votes for number 3. And I'm sure migraine headaches are caused by different things for different people. We'll find out about that in a moment. Right now, let's find out who painted this migraine masterpiece. Will the real Louise Woodard please stand up? It is number 2. "20 years of suffering from migraine headaches." Now, number 3 was talking about seeing auras, colored auras around people. Is that the way your migraine affects you, Louise?
Yes, yes.
And
there is an aura around objects.
have we come up with a cure for migraine?
No, there's, I think the latest is the biofeedback treatment. But I think they're still trying.
Yeah, whatever works, works, right?
Right.
All right. Let's find out about our imposters. Number 1?
My name is Jenny Starr. I'm a legal secretary and a student at Pierce College.
Good for you. Number 3, you were very convincing.
My name is Wendy Bowers, and I book speakers for a lecture bureau.
3 incorrect votes is $500 apiece, and that means $1,500 for the team. And thank you all for being with us today on To Tell the Truth. We'll be back to play one-on-one with somebody from the studio audience right after this.
Relief goes on faster.
All right, let's play one-on-one with someone from our studio audience. Who is it today, Burton?
Well, Alex, today we have Mr. Ken Cassell from Lapeer, Michigan.
Welcome to California, Ken.
Well, welcome to you.
Here's
Thank
a
you,
chance
Alex.
for you to add to the enjoyment of your vacation here by winning $500 in cash. Let me introduce a gentleman with 2 stories to tell. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Myron Belkin. Ken, Myron's going to tell us 2 stories, only one of which happens to be the truth. If you spot the true story, you win $500. Myron, your first story, please.
Okay. I'm an orthodontist. Recently, I made a brace for a bird's beak.
I see. It may or may not be the truth, as you know. Ken, let's listen to his second story.
I donated 100,000 Bibles to our troops in the Gulf. They all had bulletproof covers.
All right, let's go to work at helping Ken win the $500. Kitty.
Mr. Belkin, why did you make a brace for...
The bird did not bite properly.
His bite was off.
Correct.
What did this cost them?
This cost them, for my services, was nothing.
Dana?
How sweet.
What was the brace made out of?
The brace was made out of plastic and metal.
Ron.
What kind of a bird was it?
A cockatoo.
All right. So much for the questioning on that story. Now, to story number 2, that this gentleman sent 100,000 Bibles to our troops in the Middle East. Kitty?
That's a wonderful thing to do. Did they save lives?
I hope they did.
More important, did they save souls? David?
What edition of the Bible was it?
was the King James, and also, it was both the New Testament and the Old Testament. There was both of them.
Dana?
How did you get them all shipped over there?
That was really the major problem. We had negotiations with the Department of Defense and also the Department of State, and eventually the U.S. government shipped them over.
Ron?
Will there be Bibles for the other 400,000 who come back?
I hope so.
Thank you.
All right, so much for our questioning. You've heard the cross-examination, Ken. You tell us for $500 in cash. Did Myron make a brace for a bird, or did he donate 100,000 Bibles?
Well, I think that the Bible story was a little unbelievable, and therefore I vote for the brace.
You found that to be a believable story.
Yes.
That the man made a brace for a bird. All right, Myron Belkin,
Better than some.
what is your true story?
To tell the truth, I made a brace for a bird.
Congratulations, that's $500 in cash for you. And now, Myron has brought us a sample. He's got a bird, and he has a brace also. Show us that. Now, you said to the questions asked by our panel that you made the first brace because the bird had trouble biting. What was it, an underbite, overbite?
This is a cockatoo, and this is the way a cockatoo would normally bite, with the top beak over the bottom beak.
Right.
The bird that we treated bit the other way, with the bottom beak coming outside of the top beak.
Here's a photo of that right now.
Yeah.
And with the brace applied?
Well, therefore, it could not chew nuts. It had to be fed by hand.
Mm-hmm.
And the brace was placed on the upper, and it was designed to enlarge the upper beak.
Well, how long did the bird have to wear the brace before the beak overbite problem was corrected?
I don't know how long the bird would have to wear it, because I don't believe this has ever been done before. I did it with a colleague, a veterinarian, and we don't think this had ever been done before. The interesting thing is that this appliance was on the bird for about a total of 15 seconds before the bird just bit down and smashed it. and
so much for prosthetics.
Right. And this is a newly redesigned appliance that does not have plastic on the tip of the beak.
All right, so there is hope, ladies and gentlemen. If your bird has a biting problem, have him come and see Myron. Thank you very much for being with us today on To Tell the Truth. We're coming back after this.
Thank you.
Don't go. Tell the truth.
This is Burton Richardson speaking for To Tell the Truth, a Mark Goodson television production.
My name is Pussy Kurt.
Take the Jeopardy Challenge, weeknights at 7:30, right after Wheel of Fortune. It's all right here on your 24-hour news source.